Tonight, we're bringing you into the element of water. Tonight, in the center of our ritual is a water pouring altar. Many of you have already poured. It's going to be open all night to come in and walk down this path of water and pour. This is the music we'll sing, and it's how you'll be reminded that when we call in the element of water, we're calling in the element of change. Water changes everything it touches. Now, how do you welcome in change in the moment of Shabbat when there is no time? Once we make our way into Shabbat, into the expanse of Shabbat, there is no before, no after, just one giant, limitless. How will we come out on the other side? Different. We're calling in water. There will be 4 pours of water tonight, dedicated. Kisses. We're pouring water for our children tonight. Understood? So, lean in. Wake up. Tonight we pour. In dedication of the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who's with us tonight with a text and a quote from the prophet Amos. We will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. So tonight, we're bringing the water. We're pouring the water so we can sing, and Keb processes with our water our first pour. Mi my name, Yeshua. Shavte mayim besason. Be my name, Yeshua. Shavte mayim besason. We will draw water and celebration from the wellspring of liberation. We will draw water of celebration from the wellspring, come on, of celebration. We will draw water of celebration from the wellspring of liberation. We will draw water of celebration from the wellspring of liberation. Ya la la, la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Be my name, Yeshua. Ushavte mayim besason. Try those words. Me, my name. Let them just flow like water. Yeshua. Ushavte mayim besason. Me, my name. Be my name. Yeshua. Shavte mayim besason. Mi maneh Yeshua. Shavte mayim besason. Mi maneh Yeshua. Just let the water in you sing. Shavte mayim besason. Mi maneh Yeshua. ושבתם בששון.
This Shabbat is many things, the celebration of being together in community, the first Shabbat of 2026. The Shabbat that on the annual cycle of this country, we do remember the prophets, old and new, who give us courage. And on the Jewish cycle of the storytelling, we are in the third segment of the story that reminds us each year what it's like to remember what it's like to be oppressed. Remember what it's like to be a migrant or a stranger or minority, and to keep being part of the conversation that plots progress, justice, freedom. Our ancient ancestors had a knack for the poetic, for the spectacle of inspiration. They looked at the verses from the Torah verses of this Shabbat, and they came up with a ritual that I think you all know and that we are echoing tonight. They created a night called Passover Seder, a ritual theater, a dinner party in which step by step, cup by cup, 4 total, we drink to liberation. And if we drink not Manischewitz, which is really just a flaw in the design, but something a little more serious in the Jewish ritual of sacred medicine, then those 4 cups really do the trick. And if you don't drink, that's fine. But I'm just saying there's reason why those rituals were invented as they were. Liberation isn't easy. It takes whatever it takes, body, mind, and soul. So if we can switch and look at some of the wisdom of our ancestors here, when they designed the Passover Seder, it was in a response to trauma. The Passover Seder was in a response not so much to the story of the bondage in Egypt, whether that happened or not, it's debated historically, but to the destruction of Jerusalem as a sovereign home of the Jewish people in the 1st century CE. And in response to that loss of Jewish space, they created the ritual of Jewish time, where every home, anywhere, can become the locus of the transformation and the liberation. And to give us pointers throughout the night, they created this notion of 4 cups that we drink throughout the night, along with 4 questions and 4 children. And if I'm foreshadowing Passover, we haven't even got to Tu B'Shvat yet, but this is the story of this week, and we are talking about liberation. So notice this verse in which the divine speaks to Moses and to Miriam and to Aaron and says, look, I have heard the moaning of the people, the moaning, because those people who are oppressing you, and we keep taking turns being the moaners of the oppressors. They're holding us in bondage. And I, says the divine, I remember my covenant of freedom. Say therefore to those people who are enslaved, I am love, I am divine, I am eternal. And now comes 4 different words. The first is vehotzeti, I will take you out, free you from the labors of the narrow places. And the second word after vehotzeti, hitzalti, I will deliver you from bondage. And if you have faith in goodness and in hope, I will be the one to redeem you. Vega'alti, with an outstretched arm, with super powers, and through extraordinary chastisements, there will be a price to pay for injustice. And the 4th one, Vilakachti, and I will take you to be my people, the people of love, the people of justice, and I will be your divine, and you will know that the eternal is the one who freed you from contraction. Those 4 words became the 4 cups. Our sages understood that we need symbols. We need how to think of water and fire, how to go through the journeys of life that will include tough spots, mourning and grief, oppression, autocracy, all the things we know we're facing right now. But then they added 1/5 cup that is a bonus at the more mystical Seder. That's the next slide, which says, Veheveti etchem. After those 4 cups that are perennial and anywhere, there is a sense of home. Those sages who were exiled responded to the loss of sacred space by imagining sacred time, the way Shabbat was created. But they are hoping for a future in which there is a home again. There is a sovereignty. There is a safe space to be who you are without hiding, without fear. Veheveti etchem. One day I will bring you. The bring is the 5th cup to the land that I swore to your ancestor. And it will be yours and you'll be home. Wow, imagine the promised land, just like Dr. King did when he talked about the promised land the night before that he was killed. There is a future to aspire to. These are the 5th cups of liberation. I'm going to pour the 2nd cup here in a moment as a gradual journey towards liberation. But just to say that it's not easy to not lose hope. It's not easy not to be stuck into despair. I don't know you, but there were times this week, this year, today, when I open the news or talk to someone, and despair is bigger than the hope. And in our story, after all the speech, the people hear this prophet, but they can't listen to the prophet because their spirits are crushed by cruel bondage. The actual Hebrew, mikotze ruach, they can't even breathe. So we're not discarding the despair, but we're using this technology to give repair a seat at the table, cup by cup, song by song, breath by breath. Who is our 4th cup? Who's our second? Yael, are you the sacred pourer? Wow, what an honor.
Be my name, Yeshua. ושבת מים בששון ממעלה ישועה ושבת מים בששון. We will draw water in celebration from the wellspring of liberation. We will draw water in celebration from the wellspring of liberation. Ya la la, la la la, ya la la, ya ya.
A stream does not ask whether the rock agrees. It does not pause because the mountain is old. It keeps going. And justice, Amos tells us, is not an idea, it is a force. And righteousness, right relationship is not static. It flows or it fails. Before liberation, there is a tension. Before justice, there is interruption. Before action, there is the refusal to normalize suffering. I'm here to tell you that civil rights are always under negotiation. Always. Every generation is tested on whether it will guard them or trade them for convenience. The moment we believe that our civility is secure, we become complacent. And complacency is how injustice survives polite societies. Civility is redefined again and again by those who benefit from stability more than from justice. It is redefined when violence is called enforcement, when deportation is called policy, when starvation is called complexity, and when war is called necessary. When distraction is called normal. It is redefined when some lives are labeled tragic and others are labeled collateral. And every time we accept that redefinition, we step out of the stream. And stepping out of the stream does not make us neutral, it just makes us dry. King believed humanity could change. Not magically, not inevitably, but through disciplined love. Love poured out in abundance.
Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la la, me my Yeshua, shav lemai We begin our rituals and we close our rituals with the calling in on the memories of our ancestors. Here we are, living waters, made of water, Ma'im Chaim, that's us in living waters. But all of our stories are told in the water. There is no new water. The stories of water that carry our bodies, those who did not make it to land, those who are buried under the ground, those who became the waters. We will recite in just a few moments this ancient Aramaic poem where we kind of lay out a golden path for our ancestors to become the ancestors they were meant to become. So if there's anyone here who is honoring an intimate loss, a very recent loss of a loved one, I want to invite you to make your presence known here in the community so that we can be with you. And if there is anyone here who is marking a 30 days, shlushim, please make your presence known. We're with you. If there is anyone here marking a year, a yahrzeit, a year, please let us be with you so we can see you and love you. And if it is your practice to rise together, if it is your practice to fall, now's the move. Let's fill this space. Let's fill these waters. Let's fill them with their names. The universe loves to hear names. Say their names now. Say their names. Say their names. Say their names. Say their names.
Bernie Friedman, Leah Eisenberg, Charna Mazer,
Say their names.
Rosalind Lawson Russell, Jeffrey Lawson, Susan Amanda Lawson, Catherine Tinkerbeard, Mark
Jill.
Silver, Catherine
Brayden
Litwack,
Rhodes.
Susan Lofshe,
Karen. Take a breath
Elizabeth
together.
Bernard Kowitz,
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah. Be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute. V'chaye chon u'v'yom chon u'v'chaye v'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'imeru. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam u'lalmei almaya. Yitzbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudesha v'chu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechamata ta'amiran v'alama v'imeru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom b'mroma hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imeru amen. V'imeru v'imeru Vimeru. Amen.